Hi everybody, it's Linda. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll know when my next video is coming out. Well, today I finally have done it. We're going to do our living room tour. I did have a couple plants in my office that I skipped over, so they'll be included in the video. So I guess I'll start with those. They're over here. I do have one of the very small leafed Spendaxis. I think that's what it's called. And then I also have one that was labeled the exact same, but she has a lot more silver on her. It's almost totally silver. It's pretty awesome. And she's one of my favorites. She's doing really good. I got them both in a 3-inch pot, I think. And this is part of the Tradescantia family. I think it's called the Red Hill, yes. And I have multi varieties of those. This big beauty is my lipstick plant, and I went and bought her a really nice pot. But she is huge. I think she needs a little more light, so I'm going to be moving her soon. But she's gorgeous. And then I have a small snake, bird's nest snake plant, Sansevieria. And then I have a larger Sansevieria in this corner. And then up here I have the variegated Wandering Jew Tradescantia. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not totally sure. And then I have another cutting over there. And this is where the cuttings are coming from. This is Bertha. And Bertha goes all the way to the floor. But poor Bertha's dying, guys. And I'm going to have to come in and see how bad it is. I transplanted her once and I thought it would be okay, but some of it looks really good still, but I'm going to have to come in, whack it all off, and take all this here, and make some new plants out of it. Maybe I'll do some giveaways on it or something. This over here is my Philodendron Brazil. I paid $13 for her, and she wasn't looking real good for a long time. She kept having these crinkly looking leaves. They were really crinkly. And I put her in more light, and she has just blossomed. She is huge now. Lots of great variegation on her too. I like this one. Check this one out. That's really cool. She does have great variegations on her. But over here we also have a golden pothos, which is camouflaging my big, wonderful, artificial variegated monstera. That was on my top list, variegated monstera. This piece is artificial, of course. It is over 20 years old, and my husband was on a job a couple weeks ago, and the people there just gave it to me. So guess what? I'm not going to get a real variegated monstera because I'm not going to pay $250 for a plant that may or may not survive. So I'm going to stick with the fake one. And I hate to do that, but I'm going to. Over here we have, this is a type of dumb cane, and I'm not sure what kind, guys. They didn't have a tag on it. But here's a great tip. You'll love this. I noticed it had some gnats flying around it. If you want to kill the gnats, not just, put a Band-Aid on the situation, get you some nice, strong black coffee. And if you can see, there is a little gnat in there. By the end of the day, all the adult gnats will be in this little cup, dead. And they can't produce babies if they don't live. This is my next baby. I just got her yesterday. She's been on a waiting list for about 6 weeks. Cost me $34, I'm afraid to say. And it is a Monstera Adansonii. And she has some pretty great trails on her, though. I got her on an old stick. This down here is my... I'm going to call it a ruby. I've heard it strawberries and cream and also a ruby rubber plant. But she is so beautiful, you guys. She has deep purple in her. I've never really seen a plant that has purple in it like that before. She has wonderful variegation. And this is another Monstera I have. And these are all real. All my plants are real except for that thing in the corner. He's doing really good, putting out lots of new leaves. By the way, I have 4 Monsteras, guys. That's why I keep saying, here's another Monstera. This is another type of dumb cane. She has beautiful variegations, too. I have another dumb cane. He's outside. The Dieffenbachia. He's outside because he's just a pain in my hiney. So... I put him out there in an ugly green pot, and I told him he can't come back in until he straightens his little world up. So, he's had a lot of problems. Okay. Right here, I did this morning for everybody. This is called a resurrection plant. This is what they look like when you get them. I got these 2 for $13 at the nursery. It's like a novelty item, I guess. But these are awesome. It's a old weed looking thing. See, just throw it and it don't matter. You can throw it up on the cabinet, leave it there for 3 years, put it in water. And if you can see it, it blooms. It's very soft. It's a moss type. I think it's in the family of moss. And I believe it grows like near lava and that type of thing. And this poor sad thing, excuse me, broke off of my weeping jade. I think that's what it's called. I don't normally do propagations, guys, but I will propagate this and do giveaways on it at some point. Probably sometime next year, because I'm not really a propagator, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, next is my other beauty that I got last week, I believe. Also a Monstera Adansonii. She was the same price, but she is so much bigger. She is wonderful. And something I noticed, guys, if you guys got one of these, I noticed that some of the smaller leaves, when they're first coming out, will go into the holes of the upper leaves, and they end up breaking them. I had a couple on this one do that. The younger leaves grow up through the little holes and break the top leaf. So keep an eye on that. I just want to let you know that. I was trying to find that leaf, but okay. Over here, I got this is my bird of paradise I got the other day. I've potted her up now. I'm not sure what color it's going to be, but that's okay. And this is that spider plant. I thought it was mostly green, but now I'm seeing it has some type of variegation in it. And the more sun it gets, the more lemon lime this is becoming, so I don't really know the name of it, guys. I know it's a spider plant, that's all I know. And there's the little cactus we got the other day. He looks happy in his little, and his owl. My husband, he was really concerned about me putting him in there, but not a problem. I'll show you guys how to do it pretty easily someday. This is a peperomia, a parallel peperomia that I had in the office. And I have another blue one in a blue vase somewhere. I didn't bring him in. He's in the office. But then I have another peperomia. This is the cardboard type. He was also in the office. This is a baby shark fin. And I do have another baby shark fin in with my large shark fin, which jumped off of my shelf I had it on the other day. And I noticed when I had to put all the dirt back in it that it had another little baby maybe coming out. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. This is a philodendron emerald green. I'm hoping to get the orange one and the yellow one at some point because, sorry about that, I have the finale over here. She's doing pretty good. She's throwing out new leaves. It's really bizarre because I get it I like, for some reason, the like copper looking foliage, and that's what she has, is like it comes out one like copper looking and then it turns green and then it'll turn real dark green. And this is the largest peperomia I have. He's getting big. Look how big he is. He's got beautiful leaves. They're huge. He needs some water, I think. I have a Draxina. I don't know. I think it's called a golden splash or something like that. An oyster plant. Moses in the cradle, I think it's also called. Sorry about the finger, kids. This is a, I want to say it's a goldfish plant, but I also think it may be something called a candy corn. Maybe they're the same, I'm not sure. And I have a Haworthia down there, the sad little thing. I put him out in the greenhouse. He turned totally black, so I brought him in here. He's fine now. Another dragon tree, the tricolored Draxina. And then I have a very sad Graham Oxalis down there, but she's getting ready to go into dormancy. She hasn't went into dormancy yet. And then I have a wax ivy, and on it you can notice on one side most of it is white, which is not doing well, and I keep thinking I'll just whack that off so the rest of it can grow better. And then I have this strange cactus we bought the other day, which has a hole in it almost all the way through it. I think that might be some kind of insect from the store that bit into it or something. I don't know. And then I have an aloe, the medical aloe, because I killed the first one. And this one's doing great. Look at me babies. And then I have, sorry, this is called the Dark Mystery. Kids, don't get this one for a first timer. Oh no, it's a nightmare. Humidity problems. But I found the older it gets, the better off it is, because it always has these nasty tips. I spray it and all that and everything, you know. And here's my purple Oxalis. It went dormant and came back out. Not as pretty as it was the first time, I'll tell you that. And here's my money tree. Oh, back up so you can see him. He's doing really good. And why? Because I unbraided him and took out the dead one. And my husband found this. This is funny. He found these rocks at a job site. Somebody painted them, kids, something. And when this plant was going through its little issues, I put it in there, and it's actually grown really good now. And then beside that, I have what was Arsenia palm or something, but I looked it up. That's not it. I think this is just an actual parlor palm. And she's always done good. I had one dead leaf in the last 6 months, so she's done great. This is a waffle plant, the purple waffle. Another terrible plant for beginners. Don't do it, kids. It's so hard to keep the humidity up. But as I said, it seems like as they get older, they adapt to the environment or something, and they're not as crispy and crunchy as they are when they're little. I don't know. This one, I have no idea what it is. It's got a lot of little guys in it. I don't know if it's a tea plant or a citrus plant. I know it's not a coffee plant. Well, I'm not guaranteeing that, but pretty sure. But he's doing really well. I don't know what it is, but he's doing great. And here's another nightmare. This is my dragon's tongue. She always, or he, she, whatever it is, always has nasty tips, and I spray it. I think I'm going to put a fountain in here beside it. And then I have Janet Craig back there. I think that's, I don't know, Jenny's skinnier cousin or something. I'm not sure about that. But it's a Draxena type. And who else do I got? This is also a Draxena. I'm not sure exactly what kind, but it has this beautiful lemon lime color at the edge, neon. And one side of it's always really skinny, and the other side of the color is always thicker. Looks like a little kid painted it. So cool. Okay, is that everybody in here? Oh, no. Forgot these guys. This is my Hoya. Sorry about the lighting in here. It's getting ready to rain today, but kind of still sunny, and it's just gross today. But this is my Hoya. I found a couple mealy bugs on it because I had it hanging outside. Well, I'm not putting up with that. I took it, put Sevin Dust all over it, left it for 2 days, and then I took it outside, sprayed all that off, tore it apart, sprayed it off again, sprayed the roots, put it in a new pot with new soil, and every couple of days I'd go out and I'd just spray off the leaves and stuff. And she's actually, see if I can find it. Oh, actually now she is throwing out a little flower bud, an umbel or an ummel or a peduncle or a flower bud, whatever you guys want to call it. But I'm tickled to death. She has a couple of them on there. It'll be a minute to find them. And then here's my new string of bananas I just got the other day, guys. I untangled them. Look how big they are. And this is my hanging jade from earlier, the piece that broke off. And I'm so sad. Look, because she's getting big. But it broke off from somewhere up in there. But I will propagate it and do a giveaway on those. And the only reason I wouldn't keep them all is because, you guys, I just don't have the room for propagating multi plants. I love having millions of plants if I could. So, you know, that's just the way that goes. So I can't keep them all. And the only reason I have multis on the bananas is because they're hard to find. Pearls are hard to find. That type of thing are hard to find here. That's the only reason. And this is the other second set of bananas that I got for $5 the other day. But look how big they are. I couldn't believe how long it was once I did it. And they seem to be growing pretty good. So this is a string of raindrops. I've had it for a while. It's just now starting to do something. I mean, I've had it for a long time. I even had it in the greenhouse, and it just kind of, I don't know, kind of laid around like a loaf of bread. It didn't do too much. But it's starting to do its thing. It seems healthy. I mean, it's nice and big, plump. Oh well, I haven't killed it yet, so we're good. And this, I believe, is called a creeping fig. And I bought it because it's variegated, but they do. I noticed there's a couple strands in there that was put in there, and I'm assuming it's filler because this is an actual piece that's not attached to the variegated. And it's the longest piece, the non-variegated. Whee! So I'm going to take all that out, and there's another one over there. Take the non-variegated out and make a different plant. Not that I like to do that. So, and this is my final Monstera in this room. And she's doing good too. And the ones in this room are the same age, because I got them a couple days apart. But they're doing beautifully. Well, guys, that's all for the living room tour. I hope you enjoyed the resurrection plant, because me and my husband, we're both stunned over those. Thought I'd give you another close-up of them. Isn't that amazing? Just a couple hours ago, it was an old, I don't know, like a little dust ball. And I'm going to try to figure out how to propagate them. I think that would be kind of neat. So. And I heard that you can actually plant them. And I might try that with one of them. But I thought it was always neat to have one, you know, as an example. But, talk to y'all later. Like, subscribe, and hit that button. And I'll let you know about the propagation on the long jade, the trailing jade. I'm going to try to do that because I think it'd be great to, you know, let some of you guys have some of that. Because they're hard to find around here. That's the only one I've ever seen in our area. And say goodbye to Bertha, everybody, because I'm going to have to take her down and see how much I can help her because it's pretty sad. So, everybody have a good day. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. I got lots of more videos coming out soon, so thanks all. Have a good one. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.